Ain't that complicated? I'm sipping the wine, riding this train to glory, got my cash on my mind all the way to hell and back. We don't play, we attack. Fuck 'em all, your team sucks balls, stay out of my track. Ain't nobody dissing me and walking away unscathed, smacking off the podcast, we ain't afraid. Rolling in these streets like a king, reaching for the paper until the final bell rings. Up in ya, where the hustle never sleeps, bitches talking still but they ain't too deep. We riding that glory, train full of fire, light away motherfucker, we're going higher. We're going higher. We're going higher. All our street life too fast, no time for regrets. Dodging all the hate, no time for your threats. I'm clocking my mileage, trunk full of ambition. Every bar I spit, man, it's a street composition. Run the blocks like a boss, never take a loss. All these fuckers in my rear view paying the cost with me, crew. Yeah, we ride or we die. Got the city on my back, watch the haters comply. Up in ya, where the hustle never sleeps. Bitches talking still, but they ain't too deep. We riding that glory, train full of fire. Right away, motherfucker, we're going higher. We're going higher. We're going higher. We ain't slipping. Hell no, we ain't. Every step I'm pimping. Hell yeah, we say we creep. Podcast 55 while these poles are just glare. We the lions of this jungle, so you better beware. So you better beware. Like a goddamn movie, I'm the star of the show. I'm full of ambition, let my true colors glow. I'm gripping on the path and I'm killing the scene. Ain't no stopping this train, just follow the dream. Fuck 'em all, I'm the realest, see the truth in my eyes. While you motherfuckers fumble, I'm the one that will rise. So bring your best game, but I'm calling you bluff. Cause when it's all said and done, man, you ain't that motherfucker. Up in ya, where the hustle never sleeps. Bitches talking still, but they ain't too deep. We riding that glory, train full of fire. Fade away, motherfucker, we're going higher. We're going higher. We're going higher.
We don't have something for everyone, but we do have something for someone, like someone who thinks the best.
We don't have enough doors for all of the losers. Here's some of those we missed. Lincoln Riley, your bullshit's getting old. We ain't sold on you. Maybe next week, boy. Hell yeah, we ain't got the time. Josh Highpull, what a joke, you Bobby Hill looking motherfucker, you. We ain't got no more time for you, fool. Hell yeah, we ain't got the time. Mark Stoops, your team is poop. How you still got a job? Kentucky must be fools. Hell yeah, we ain't got the time. Double sweaty, you fucking weenie. Can't you even win a game at home? I'm sure you won't get fired though, but we ain't got no more time for you. Hell yeah, we ain't got the time.
I'm the king of this shit, yeah, I'm built to last. Bitches trying to front, but they don't got the craft. Rolling with my crew, we move quick like a flash. Living that street life, making money, making cash. I hate your team, they weak, they just wanna crash. But I'm balling on a level, yo, I'm sipping on that sass. Smacking off the podcast, don't you step to me. Talking all that noise, but you're just a parody. Fuck your mama, know you hate my clarity. We live in thug life, that's the reality. I'm the voice of the streets, I'm the absolute truth. Got these fuckers shook, they just playing the sleuth. You claiming that you tough, but where's your proof? I'm flexing all these wannabes, I'm the living proof. Hard street living, always rolling deep. In the shadows making moves, never lose my sleep. My rhymes hit hard like a punch from the street. So fuck with me, you know you can't compete. Stacking off the podcast, don't you step to me. Talking all that noise, but you're just a parody. Fuck your mama, you know I did. We live in thug life, that ain't no shit. Smack, smack, yeah, we making waves. Cast hitting hard like we digging graves. Got that fire in my soul, feel the heat that raves. In this life, boy, you either thug or just slave. With my crew by my side, we rise up like kings. Life's a game of chess and I'm pulling the strings. Got the world on my back, but I'm counting these blings. Motherfuck your team, they don't know we're the scene. I'm the real deal, no imitation. Spitting raw truth, no hesitation. Built from the struggle, pure determination. Smacking off the podcast, my revelation. Smacking off the podcast, don't you step to me. Talking all that noise, but you're just a parody. Fuck your mama, know you hate my clarity. We live in thug life, that's the reality. I'm the voice of the streets, I'm the absolute truth. Got these fuckers shook, they just playing the sleuth. You claiming that you tough, but where's your proof? I'm flexing on these wannabes, I'm the living proof. Hard street living, always rolling deep. In the shadows making moves, never lose my sleep. My rhymes hit hard like a punch from the street. So with me, you know you can't compete. Smacking off the podcast, don't you step to me. Talking all that noise, but you're just a fucking freak. Fuck your mama, you know we all did. We live in thug life, that ain't no shit.
What you daddy don't like, you don't. I'll be you back in Mortal. The sun's back alive. What do you like? Like the gun. When you get her, we know. Go do. We know. We know. Go do. We know. What you do.
Smacking off the podcast, yeah, we making waves. Cash hitting hard like we digging graves. Got that fire in my soul, feel the heat that raves. In this life, boy, you either thug or just slave. With my crew by my side, we rise up like kings. Life's a game of chess and I'm pulling the strings. Got the world on my back while I'm counting these blings. Motherfuck your team, they don't know we're the scene. I'm the real deal, no imitation. Speaking raw truth, no hesitation. Built from the struggle, pure determination.
Way fuck, don't you brew, step up in my grave. I'm a servant, I'll be riding away for wickedness behave. Skating on the tombstone, showing my style. Vampires lurking, but they don't last a mile. Ghosts and ghouls, my crew's packing heat. Ripping up the night like a beast on the street. Bitches try to haunt, but they ain't got a chance for digging deep. Living life doing the undead dance. Surfing through the graveyard, fearless and bold. Vampires ain't shit, they can't touch my soul. Not fucking around, this is how we get down. The surfing dead king of the underground. I'm riding high on a wave of black mist. Death in my system can't resist this twist. Ballin' like a boss while I spit these rhymes. Sipping on the grape juice, toasting to good times. We crashing through the night, zombies on the rise. Buried deep in the shadows, we're the ultimate surprise. Flesh-eating fiends, but we're chillin' with finesse. You step up to my crew, better come correct, no less. Surfing through the graveyard, fearless and bold. Vampires ain't shit, they can't touch my soul. Not fucking around, this is how we get down. The surfing dead king of the underground. I'm riding high on a wave of black mist. Death in my system can't resist this twist. Falling like a boss while I spit these rhymes. Sipping on the grape juice, toasting to good times. We crashing through the night, zombies on the rise. Buried deep in the shadows, we're the ultimate surprise. Flesh-eating fiends, but we're chillin' with finesse. You step up to my crew, better come correct, no less. Surfing through the graveyard, fearless and bold. Vampires ain't shit, they can't touch my soul. Not fucking around, this is how we get down. The surfing dead king of the underground.
This segment is a smacking of the podcast presentation.
Your team sucks, donkey balls, and it's such a sad story to tell. Your team sucks, something fierce, and your coach sucks as well. The football world is laughing, cause your team takes the cake. They're all making fun and laughing at your games.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to Smacking Off the Podcast. What's up, Doug?
One question. Have you ever been in a traffic jam like this?
Yes.
Which
Several.
one would you and you weren't on the billboard, were you?
I should have been.
You should have been, but it was Ronald McDonald, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was yeah. It was even worse than that. It was some kind of injury lawyer in Chicago, you know.
Bruce, have you ever been in a traffic jam like this?
Oh yeah,
it's the
405, the I-5 here in California.
This is going to be the traffic jam that's leaving Seattle, isn't it?
Yeah, because they're eventually this place is going to be shutting down, and they'll be flicking the lights off.
Yeah, she got elected. I heard.
Oh yeah, we're totally socialist now.
God damn it! Why'd you vote for her, Bruce?
I didn't vote for her. I don't have anything to do with Seattle.
This ain't your fault, is it?
Nothing. No.
Are you doing your thing today?
And did you vote for her?
What's that?
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you don't even live there, but I mean,
I wouldn't have.
I've heard that don't matter there though, Doug. I heard that you could just mail in a ballot, and even if you're Mickey Mouse.
yeah,
Well,
dead
Shawnee votes from California.
Nor did I vote for that guy in New York.
Oh,
Well, that's good to hear, Ed. We all figured you did, but we knew you didn't live in New York, but we figured you were traveling the country just voting all these socialists in New
Yeah, me all right.
his vote is that weighty too, guys. His vote means that much.
It does to me.
It does mean-
So yeah, it was an eventful week. I mean, when the Alabama game was over yesterday, I was like, this team don't deserve to be there. But then I started looking at the logistics of this, and Alabama still has a 99% chance of making the playoffs if they win out, which I think is preposterous. So I can't wrap my brain around this new model, this 12-team playoff that's fixing to move to 16.
Well,
and I think that's really the problem. I can't wrap my brain around it, but I mean, I'll get over it if Bama gets in. But the thing is Bama, they're not going to win this, and I already know this because they're not good enough to do so.
But that's what playoffs are all about.
the SEC is just brutal.
Yeah, I agree with that. But Doug, isn't that
Right now, there's not any conference right now. I think the parity of talent and play is equaling itself out, and that's having a big impact. You can't, like we've discussed in the past, no game is safe. No conference is safe.
Well, Bruce, you already know this though, and I just got to bring it up. You can't turn the ball over 3 times at home and not create your own turnovers to counter them.
Oh hell yeah!
Your
Wisconsin rings a bell.
And I've heard this, and I believe it. Every turnover that you have, doesn't matter how good you are, every ground you lose. Every square foot of ground you lose in turnovers. Meaning, if you're -3 in turnovers, that's 15%. Your chance of winning goes down 15% for each turnover.
Well, it's just not the turnover itself, but them scoring on that turnover.
Scoring, and then
extreme
you don't
negative
score.
to it.
I mean, you take. There's so many things you change in this game, which you can't do that. You got one chance at this game, but Bama gives up 2 turnovers instead of 3. They probably win. If they hit a field goal, then they win. But that's the fucking game. I mean, you got one chance to do it.
Well, I'll give you a real good example. Doug.
The great teams rise.
The Seahawks played LA. They had Darnold threw 5 interceptions, 5, and we were still in the game at the end. Could have won it on a field goal.
Yeah, exactly. You got one chance to do this, and the great teams rise to the occasion, and the suspect teams they don't quite get it done, and that's what happened.
Alabama's defense played well. Oklahoma barely had over 200 yards of offense.
No, yeah, that they did. I mean, the game screams that Alabama should have won, but they did not. And I'm sorry. I mean, you've got to rise to the occasion in these games, especially when you've got playoff spots on the line. And I really hate the fact that Alabama loses this game, and still, according to several publications that I looked at, still has a 99% chance of making the playoffs if they win out.
You know what, Doug? Here's what's important about that. The college football playoffs were created in order to have more games making money. That didn't necessarily mean that all the teams involved would be championship teams, because we've watched college football a long time, and there's rarely 4 teams that are great enough to truly be a championship team. It's usually
right.
so just getting in.
But sometimes they don't get the right 4 teams. So if you expand this to 12, which we have, or to 16, then you probably got the best 4 teams somewhere in there.
Well, I think 12 is the lucky number here. I think when you start enlarging it to 16, then it really liquid. It just.
I'll meet you halfway, Bruce. Let's take it down to 6.
6? I don't know. We're reverting back to the same old 6 to 8 teams that are going to be in the playoffs every year.
Well, that's not my point, though. My point here is since there are 12 teams, right? Alabama has to be one of those 12 teams because there's really only about 11 teams better than them.
Yeah, they're going to be at 11th or 10th seed in that.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they went out, they could be higher than that because we've got a lot of football to be played.
Right now, they're projected to be. Right now, they're projected to be the 9 seed and playing a first-round game at Oklahoma.
Oh, that'd be beautiful. That'd be beautiful.
That's even more of a
I like it. That's ironic. You know what I'm saying? And if they beat Oklahoma, then Oklahoma's out. But then you have the controversy in college football still that Oklahoma's better because they beat Alabama earlier, right? So people will still be able to argue.
Yeah,
and that's
people will shake that off. Oklahoma, I mean, the turnovers was everything in this game. And I don't want to take anything away from Oklahoma. Oklahoma has beaten Alabama 4 of the last 5. So Oklahoma deserves props for that. And these are 2 blue bloods, and Oklahoma is climbing on top in this series, and props to them. But nobody that watched that game last night believes that Oklahoma is the better team. I don't.
No,
but I tell you what,
Oklahoma's defense was pretty damn good last night.
Oh, absolutely, and it caused a lot of issues. But if Bama just tightens it up in one area, just one less turnover, they win the game.
That's true. But they Oklahoma, they toughed it out, and they took advantage. The main thing is they took advantage of the mistakes Alabama made. A lot of times you make a turnover and you can overcome it, limit somebody to a field goal, or stop them or get the ball back. But what won the game for Oklahoma was their ability to transform the turnovers into points every time, or else they would have had that point.
That Oklahoma game could block Michigan, even if they beat Ohio State.
And Michigan's quietly having a good season there. I've got to say now.
No. We have a soft schedule, and we have looked very inconsistent. And as I said yesterday, the only reason I'm predicting that we will hang with Ohio State is that almost nobody goes through the regular season unbeaten without a close call, and they haven't had one.
So here's my question, and I haven't been paying attention to Michigan. What's their record, Ed?
8-2 at Maryland next week, and
in the Ed Bowl.
Yes,
the Ed Bowl.
Even if Michigan makes mistakes, which is certainly possible, I don't know if Maryland can do enough to win.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
Northwestern is better than Maryland, that's for sure. And they could not take advantage of all those mistakes we made and get the win.
5 turnovers. If you were a +5 in the turnover department and you can't win the game, you're pretty pathetic. I promise you.
Hell yeah.
Well, Northwestern is an average team.
Yep. Well, last night they were pathetic because if you're +5 in turnovers and you can't eke it out, that's it. Like I said, for each turnover. No, so sorry, I may be wrong on this. Did Northwestern turn the ball over any?
I'm not sure.
I'd have to look at that, but that would play into it. But
every time we go to Northwestern, historically, it's a nail biter.
For each turnover that Northwestern was minus, if they were -3, let's just say that they created 2 turnovers. If they were -3, that dropped their percentage of a chance of winning 15% for each turnover, and they didn't have much of a chance of winning to begin with. So that really,
I thought from the very beginning that the line of 10.5 was insane.
Well, what I also will include in this, I think Northwestern's outshone Michigan in the passing last night, and from what I saw, those Northwestern wide receivers, they did a damn good job on Michigan.
Well,
just not enough to pull it off.
Yeah,
our defense is not that good.
Well, that's fine. That's unusual though for Michigan. So that y'all have a chance at all to beat Ohio State, Ed?
So I guess we should open.
Yes. Will we do it? Probably not.
Yeah, I got to go with Ohio State at this point, but I didn't realize that Michigan had 8 wins. So,
but our 2 biggest games were defeats where we were not that competitive, because in the game against Oklahoma and USC, in each game we had a long play for a touchdown and a whole bunch of 3 and outs. And the rest of the schedule was soft. I mean, we won at Nebraska. They're a little better than average. We won at Northwestern. They're average. We won against Washington, who is, pretty good. But that's one of those games where when Michigan plays Washington, the road team just historically doesn't do very well.
Yeah, and it doesn't help you with the RPO either that you need. So,
right. Now, if USC manages to beat Oregon, I think we are blocked out, as long as they don't shit the bed against UCLA, because then you got Oklahoma and USC that have to be ahead of us because they beat us.
Well, then you need to root for the UW for on Thanksgiving Day.
Well, I'm rooting for Oregon to beat USC. I think they will in Eugene.
All right, so let's get to these doors. And this first door is it's an odd door. I've never really done one of these before, but there was a game yesterday that was so bad through the first half that I went ahead and made a song. Bruce knows what I'm talking about. I made a song for this, and this is the door that just didn't happen, but it could have happened.
Mike Elko, Gamecocks were in your asshole. Gamecocks were into your asshole. They beat you in your house. How the fuck do we deal with that? Your team sucks, donkey balls, big old hairy donkey balls. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Better beat Texas, you mofo. You may not even make the playoffs. Donkey ball, donkey ball.
So what a turnaround, Doug. I mean, that actually, if you watched the first half, you thought it was over.
One field goal from having that door on this show. A real fucking door.
Who was the 4th person in that picture, by the way, that was not a member of the Doors?
Fuck if I know.
Yeah, because there was a 4th person in there there was only 3 people in the Doors. Ray Manzarek.
That's
No,
wrong.
there was 4. Mesrick.
There were 4.
There's 4. Morrison and
Moore,
the drummer, and there's one other.
The guitar player.
the guitar player, Robbie Krieger.
Krieger, yes.
Robbie Krieger, yeah.
You're right. Well, he looked like Keith Richards to me, but everybody looks like Keith Richards to me, I guess.
Keith Richards may have set in. Robbie Krieger was probably drunk, and Keith Richards set in.
Oh yeah, it was truly special. But that was the most amazing comeback. I don't know if I've seen a bigger comeback that meant more in my football watching days, and I've been watching this thing since 71, 72. So I mean, that was amazing to me, guys, how they came back, and it was similar to Indiana last week, but a whole lot bigger, obviously. And
Oh yeah, I mean, I had said at halftime that it was very unlikely that Texas A&M would come back, and my rationale was South Carolina did not have to do very much to preserve that victory, but they did literally nothing in the second half. Nothing.
They were eating, the defensive line for SC was just eating their lunch.
But
They
the,
were in the back.
chances are they were going to do at least one touchdown, even if Texas A&M came back strong, or a field goal. And as it turned out, a field goal would have done it.
It was like the different defensive unit came out in the second half. You can run, you can pass, you can do whatever you want. We'll roll over.
Well,
I don't get it. They lost intensity. I don't know, but you got to know if you're South Carolina that you've been here before, and this keeps fucking happening. So maybe A&M they were asleep in the first half and they woke up.
yeah, it was impressive.
It was impressive. I gotta admit, I was shocked. For them
Okay,
to
so
come
I
out
don't want to
from
go
that.
into this game too much because we may have another door that brings us back to it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open the first real door, and then we'll be on to the real shit. Y'all ready?
Let's do it.
Calendar bore you, you silly whore, you. We won't ignore you. What the fuck was that? You gotta win those home games. This is gonna make it hard. Gonna have to pull for other teams to clear your path, Caleb. Your team sucks. Big old Harry Donkey Paul, he falls, he falls, he falls, he falls, he falls.
And behind this door, we have Kayla DeBoer, he says.
I have to go ahead and admit it right out of the gate, and I needed lyrics for this, but none of the shit I said in this song was true. Bama really don't need a lot to happen. All they really got to do is win out, and they're probably in. But that's kind of how I felt like it should be, but it's not really like that because we got 12 spots, right?
Yeah, that's the first home loss for DeBoer, isn't it?
It is. It is, and he deserved a fucking loss. You can't come out and turn the ball over 3 times. It's just, I mean, you can't expect to win when you do that, especially against a team. Oklahoma's got a excellent defensive line.
Yep, they're strong defensively in general. I mean, the linebackers are pretty solid too.
You just can't. You can't do that. You can't make mistakes like that. You can't give Oklahoma help because
you can't. And Ty Simpson just threw that that interception at a critical juncture in the game, and you can see things just start shifting and changing. And that I think that one interception hurt them a lot.
I mean, they all hurt. Interceptions are they're momentum killers, and when you're playing a good team, a team that's capable. I mean, you look at Oklahoma's bottom line numbers, and they had a little over 200 yards of total offense, and Alabama had 400 yards of total offense.
But Alabama couldn't drive the ball when they had to.
Exactly, when they had to. Bama was moving the ball between the 20s. Some.
They didn't move it all in the fourth quarter.
You're right. And
that's
when they needed it.
Well, you just watched their hopes evaporate, man. It was just like a slow drain on any kind of hope, right? And then just like leeching off their life force, you know what I'm saying? To where they just was paralyzed and couldn't do jack shit. So that's why they stuck donkey balls yesterday.
Absolutely. No, I mean, I'm going to go and give them the Donkey Ball Suck Award for the whole fucking year because this team lost to Florida State. And the way I look at it, if you lose to Florida State, and Florida State, they're kind of improving, but definitely not a top 10 team like everybody said they were. You lose to Florida State to start the season, and then you turn the ball over 3 times at home at this point of the season. You should be making your reservations for the a decent bowl game, and that's it.
Oh, I somewhat agree with you, Doug, but yet I still think Oklahoma is a way better team than Florida State.
Well,
They are.
Yeah,
So
I agree with that.
Can't
But
compare one loss versus the other one.
but
The
the Florida
is,
State loss is still a turd in the punch bowl, and there ain't no way to shake that.
yeah, but Oklahoma is a way better program right now.
We don't want turds in our punch bowl. Nobody does.
Are
Are you drinking out? Bruce, are you drinking out of a punch bowl with a turd in it?
I must be.
you really
Oh, shit. You're
just
supposed to say no. You're not going to. And
Well, no, I'm not going to, but it's just like it's a matter of fact that Oklahoma right now on paper and what they're doing is a better team. So I look at the Florida State loss as a lot more critical thing with DeBoer than right now with Oklahoma.
It only hurts him if they lose to Auburn.
But
hey, you guys hold on. Y'all keep talking. I'll be right back.
But you got to think about this too, though. I mean, it's all about expectations at Alabama, right? And they just come off year in, year out championship expectations, and being good may not be good enough for their fan base.
Well, it's certainly not going to be more now, and the pressure is going to mount on DeBoer. I mean, they lose another game. Oh, gee, I hate to see what happens at the end of the year.
Oh yeah, and Ed, I find you somewhat inspirational because you can my old lady put a love seat in here where I do my show at, and now I can recline in the manner of Hugh Hefner. What did you think about Hugh Hefner, Ed?
I mean, he's my fucking hero.
He's my hero too. So I'm actually in my lounge coat, right? And I'm reclining. I can show you, right, that I'm reclining in the manner of Hugh Hefner, and because he was highly inspirational to me. But if you're DeBoer, you're not relaxed in the manner of Hugh Hefner right now.
No, he's on the hot seat.
No,
he is, and even now, even more. There can't be any more mistakes. Or, man, I hate to see what the crowd's going to be at the end of the year on this one if they don't win out and they don't make the playoffs. Ain't going to be pretty.
I don't know if he's on the hot seat right now. I think that next year, though, he could be, depending on how it goes. What do you think, Ed?
He's following Nick Saban, and it's impossible to match that level of success. So I don't see him being on the hot seat.
Who?
Unless they come up with some kind of 8-4 shit next year.
So who you talking about?
DeBoer.
No, DeBoer's fine. I'm not going there. But yeah, it was definitely, they deserve to lose the game. So I got a problem, guys. I just took a vitamin gummy. It was tasty, but I looked at it and it was for women.
Mm.
What do you do, Ed? Should I go vomit?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get a message from you tomorrow saying that you've got boobs.
Exactly.
It was a what now?
It was for women.
A women's vitamins gum. Now, what will that do for you? What would be the implication?
You won't grow boobies, that's for
No,
sure.
I mean, not overnight, probably. it just probably make me act a little girly.
Because I know Midol is special. Have you ever took Midol?
No, have you?
Yeah, well, if you've got bad headaches, Midol's the answer.
Is that for women?
You know where I learned this from?
Your wife?
Fuller makers. I'm talking about iron workers, right? We're the ones that turned me on to this, right? I said, a guy coming out here is one of the roughest motherfuckers I ever knew. And he reaches his pocket and comes out with a bottle of Midol. I said, what the fuck is the Midol for? And he goes, oh, I've got a migraine. It's the best thing ever.
Sorry,
well,
is that for women?
Yeah. It's for men.
For their periods.
So they're fucking with us. It's good for everybody, but they said it's only good for women.
Yeah, exactly.
God damn it.
But I've learned something since then from my old lady about what to do for serious pain. And look what an awful score there. But it has to take 2 aspirin and 2 Tylenol and a cup of coffee.
And that, what does that do?
It opens your vascular system, allows more oxygen into the bloodstream.
And then your pain is relieved to a degree, you know, a better degree than without doing that. And since I'm not into like narcotics, right? You know, I've been lucky that since I'm a pothead, like here in Kentucky, if you go to the doctor and you're a known pothead or you test hot for it, they won't give you any kind of painkillers. They just let you suffer. They claim that.
Bob, are you a known pothead?
No, I am a pothead, but that means I can't get any narcotics.
Are you a known pothead?
Like if I go, if they won't, no matter what shape I'm in and how much I'm hurt, I will never get any pain pills.
God damn it, Bob!
Right, that's how that works. So
you didn't think this through. You shouldn't have did the advertisement campaign here.
Well,
let everybody know.
Well, I'm always honest. If somebody asks me something, I'll tell them the truth. So, but the fact of it is they actually help me because I'm not addicted to pain pills. I'm not shooting up. I mean, there's lots of people that's junkies, man, and I'm only a junkie for college football and college basketball, right? So I made up with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So.
All right. So, door number 3.
Door number 3.
Did you take a little snoozy in the middle of a game you needed to win? This was your chance to prove in advance that Pitt was playoff ready. They were
What a huge win that would have been for Pitt.
Yeah. And to your credit, your lyric was so spot on. I mean, it's hard to talk about it. The lyric was so there. It was so perfect. It was so true that just like you're saying, right? And this was their chance to be somebody, and they didn't get it done, so they sucked.
They couldn't do it.
Never in the cards.
And the irony is that
time we think that Pitt is pretty good under Narduzzi, they shit the bed every time. This was predictable. I called that.
Yeah, you did. You were spot on, Ed. You said that they were not a winning. Well, they didn't play the winning teams that they should be able to play, and this was indicative of it. You're spot on.
There you go. And plus for Sean, it's a win for no day.
They both said, that Pitt. Who is Pitt really played? No one.
There you go. So now Notre Dame is still in position to maybe still get a playoff berth. That is going to win over a ranked team. So
what could derail Notre Dame? Could we pull? We need to pull up their schedule, don't we? Because I don't see anything derailing them at this point.
Yeah, let me get my
the rest of the season is not bad, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's just pull them up. Let's see here. I know that they don't have much left. 2025. Let's go down and look at the schedule. They've got Syracuse in South Bend, and then they have to travel to Stanford. And that's it.
Stanford's a cupcake.
Damn it, Jim. Well, Syracuse has been known to have upset a team here and there.
Hold on, Bruce. What did you say about Stanford?
So they're cupcakes this year.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I don't think that Notre Dame can do anything to lose either of these games.
Yeah, they're not the Stanford of Harbaugh and what's his name that was there the other night.
I guess the 2 losses keeps Notre Dame from getting a bye. Can't Notre Dame get a bye this year?
No.
So it's not even possible?
It's unlikely.
Because they're not competent.
No, unlikely. But I think before it was impossible. And I think that they changed that. And this year it's actually possible. But with 2 losses, you can't have it.
Oh, you're talking about because the way the playoff is set up.
Yeah, I think they made it to where Notre Dame could get a bye if they're ranked high enough.
Right. Well, they're 9 now.
Yeah,
but
so
I'm guessing,
they're not going to get there.
there you go. Only
But
if somebody else loses.
yeah, but they're in the playoffs. It's done.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, absolutely. There is no way
Yeah.
they're fucking this up, and there's no way they get passed over with 2 losses. You got Notre Dame. There's no way that this committee passes
What's
over
the
Notre
other
Dame.
independent team, Doug? There's Notre Dame.
There's only a few.
Yeah, there's only 2 that I really know that are in that playoff condition.
Hold on, let's see here. College football independence. It's a much smaller list than it used to be.
Yeah, I think it's dwindling down to, I think, 2 teams. And from what I hear, USC wants to break from the Pac-10 and
Already? I mean, they just got there.
They're always searching for money. They're money whores down south. So
So the independents in FBS football is Connecticut and Notre Dame.
Wow.
Connecticut had a good year.
But Connecticut's they're kind of a G5 team, and
Well,
Notre Dame
yeah, a
is
good year
like a
for
power.
them.
Notre Dame is a power football team, even though they're not in the conference, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Really?
Mara's changed that team around somewhat.
So what now?
Mara, he was a linebacker at the UW, and his
Oh, yeah.
father was a football coach too.
What is he at Connecticut?
Yeah, he's at the University of Connecticut now.
Jim Moore
Really?
Jr.?
What's that?
Oh, you're talking Jim Moore Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah, I love that.
He was at UCLA, right?
No.
Yes.
Well, he was.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought so.
I loved his dad at Indy,
His
The
dad
playoff.
had the
Also,
God,
he was also at New Orleans. His dad.
yeah.
Yeah.
Playoffs. We're not going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, he was an interesting
Take
character.
about playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, it was much more interesting to watch his press conferences than the games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I'd say.
he has turned University of Connecticut, and from what I'm hearing, he's in the line for the UCLA job.
So Dad has to be dead, right?
I don't know if he's passed. I can't say that.
Well, Jim Moore Sr., let's see. Lottie
I
Dottie.
think he died.
Hold on. Did he?
I think.
Yeah. I felt like he should have. If he wasn't dead, he should be looking into it.
He's as old as the oldest Manning.
Archie?
Yeah.
He hasn't dared in Wikipedia yet. They haven't put an expiration date on him on the Wikipedia yet.
All right, so that means he's in a nursing home. All right.
Yeah. He used to be the coach at Occidental. It's been a long time since I heard of Occidental. Right. I found that interesting.
So somebody said that Jim Mora Jr. was up for the UCLA job.
I did just now.
I thought he already had the UCLA job at one point.
No, it's still open. They haven't because they've been trying
No,
to
he
get
was the coach there
Yeah, he was.
a while ago.
So they're not going to rehire him.
Well, they're hunting for fish.
Well, they're coming after Fish
But
because they
Fish
ain't
has
gonna.
finally said he doesn't want any part of it.
Okay, they're definitely not going to rehire Jim Mora Jr. They should hire
No.
the old man. The old man's still alive. We don't know where he is, but that would be some interesting shit, right?
It'd be special. I'd find it special.
It would. Shit. Do we got more doors? What was the last door open? I don't even remember.
I think that was number 2, wasn't it?
South
We had
Carolina.
3 at Alabama and 2.
No. Yeah, I think it was 3.
Yeah, we got
It
2
was 3.
more.
Let's open 2. I
Yeah.
feel like this is going to be a really good one.
Steve Sarkeesian, you know we ain't teasing, but your ass is bleeding from that Georgia love. Oh, what the fuck, Speed? You know you've got to win these if you want to make the playoffs. If you want to be a lead, here's your donkey balls. It's time to eat.
Oh, this is special, Doug, with all the smack talk that we get from the Texas fans and all the endless this and that out of their mouths, and now Texas probably won't even make the playoffs, and it's just beautiful. They play the real top tier of the SEC, and they failed, so therefore they suck. Donkey balls.
So I just want to go ahead and say this. And 2 weeks ago, I would have said Texas will beat Texas A&M in this first renewal of the rivalry as Texas enters the SEC. But no. Sorry, that actually happened last year. Who won last year? I think Texas won last year. Texas ain't being they're not going to beat A&M this year. There's no fucking way.
Oh, I'd love to see that. It'd be special. It'd mean a lot to me.
I'll be watching. Is that a Thanksgiving game?
Oh,
It should be.
It should be. This should be the focus of all attention in the whole world. Of the most irrational and highly spending fan base there is. I mean, they spend a lot of money on this shit, Doug.
They do.
I mean, they throw a lot of money at it. If you threw this much money at, like I say, a fighter jet project, you'd probably be pretty successful, you know?
Ed, how do you feel about Texas and Texas A&M?
Well, I'm now concerned about the Texas A&M defense, but the Texas offense has not come anywhere near living up to expectations.
Oh yeah.
So, Texas A&M has had a couple of close calls. So,
and this is a big game. I mean, Texas is clearly in A&M's head. That's why they left the Big 12 to get a fuck away from them. And then here they are, Texas right on their fucking ass again.
I get a big kick on that.
It's not that big of a game. Texas is out.
No, it's a big game between those.
Yeah, as a rivalry goes, state.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. A&M gets in even if they lose to Texas. Let's just be honest.
Yes.
Yeah, most likely. But if they do beat,
y'all realize for Texas A&M to lose to Texas right now, it's hard to imagine that.
I can definitely imagine it. I can imagine it. I don't think it'll happen, but
Well, I
I
can
can
imagine
definitely
that.
imagine it.
I ate some mushrooms out of a cow field in Okeechobee.
So where is this game? I guess let me look this up real quick.
I think it's in College Station.
Look at that. It's better than Spock. I mean,
Let's
we're
see
coming
here.
up with info for you on SmackDown.
No, this one's in Austin.
Oh, goodness. Hopefully they don't have a bell tower shooting while that goes on.
So when it's not a Thanksgiving game, it's Friday after though, and that's the 6:30 kickoff, and that's November 28th, Friday,
same
right
day
after
we play Oregon.
Yep. This is in Austin. I can definitely see A&M losing this game. That doesn't mean I believe they're going to though.
Yeah, they could though. I mean, because like you said, they've got the mind fuck on them, Doug. They might think that it's some kind of insurmountable hill that they can't climb. You know,
it doesn't matter. A&M, if they lose the game, maybe it knocks them out of the SEC championship game. I don't know how all the tiebreakers. The tiebreakers are a bitch in this conference. I don't know about all the other conferences, but once you get past head to head, it's a fucking nightmare. But
yeah.
The thing is A&M if they get knocked out of the SEC championship game, it's not going to really affect them. They're still going to get into this tournament, and they may still get in the top four.
Oh yeah, but still, they're undefeated right now. One loss would be enough where they wouldn't be involved in a tiebreaker. I mean, if all the rest of the teams in the SEC have 2 losses, then clearly they'd be in the championship game.
Yeah, but that's not the case though, because Georgia's got 1 loss. Ole Miss has got 1 loss.
That's true.
Georgia has completed their conference schedule. So they're only going to have one loss. Ole Miss has to go. They have to play Mississippi State. I don't know where that game is, but I can't imagine Ole Miss losing to Mississippi State, but it's possible, I guess. Alabama has to go to Auburn. I mean, it always concerns me a little bit, but Auburn's got an interim head coach. Probably not going to be a problem for Bama to go win at Auburn. So I think you're going to have those three teams. We're going to have a three-way tie for the second spot in the SEC championship game. But if A&M loses, they become part of that, because then all of a sudden they've got one loss as well. Then we've got a four-way tie for a spot.
Good. So Georgia has who? They've got. I know they've got Georgia Tech. Who else is left?
They've got nobody left from the conference.
So we're not at 9 games in the conference this year?
Not this year. That starts next year.
That's next year.
Okay, so it looks pretty good for them then. I mean, Georgia Tech's a good team.
I mean, they have completed their conference regular season schedule, and they've got one loss, and that's Alabama.
But that's one of the tiebreakers, though. It is overall wins and losses.
It is, but Alabama wins the tiebreaker against Georgia.
Right.
Even though they've got the loss to Florida State, that doesn't play into this. It's head-to-head at first.
Right.
But then if you bring Ole Miss into it, you bring Ole Miss into it, and then if A&M happens to lose to Texas, then you've got 4 teams there with one loss. And you're probably looking for your SEC championship game out of those 4 teams, because everybody else has got at least 2 losses. So, yeah, it becomes very interesting at that point. And I don't know how it shakes out, because it goes with a 4-way tie, you've got all kind of shit that comes in.
So Texas right now is 7-3, right?
Yeah, they've got.
So
they've got 2 losses in the conference, or 3.
2.
But they're down.
Yeah, sorry. Who did they lose to? Ohio State. Outside of that, yeah, that's
right.
Yeah, but they're not going to the playoff.
Probably not, unless they get into the SEC championship game somehow. And I don't see. There's no way, because you got too many one-loss teams that are going to be there at the end.
There you go. Those are all matters of great import. You know, they make you even wonder. You know, if the world was upside down, then somehow that Ole Miss might be a number 1 seed into the playoffs. I don't know how that would work.
Ole Miss is not out of it, but they need so many things to happen, and I really don't know exactly why. I think it's their strength of schedule is right now is below Alabama and Georgia's, and of course they've got a head-to-head loss against Georgia. But a three-way tie or a 4-way tie really makes this murky.
It would be an 8 or a 9.
You could end up in a situation where I think there's a committee that jumps in for the SEC at some point, and they just pick 2 teams.
I've got a big whiteboard in my garage deck. And what we'll do is we'll look at the rules with the tiebreakers, say next week, everybody or whenever everybody's played their conference schedule, and we'll line it all up and work it out on the whiteboard.
Exactly. We'll bring the monkeys in for that too. The monkeys and the monkeys and the lab coats.
I like that.
Ole Miss is getting in the playoff unless they lose another game.
Oh yeah, they're getting in, but they're not going to make the SEC championship game. Probably not.
Yeah.
No, Ole Miss is probably. Yeah, there's no way Ole Miss misses the playoffs.
Well,
they've only got 1 loss.
The SEC is getting to be like the Pac-12 when we used to eat our own, and then the survivors goes on. But we used to do the same thing, just beat the crap out of each other, and there's nothing left.
All right, guys. So I hated to put this guy in here, but there's no way that we could. I'm sorry. We'll discuss this in a second, but there was no way to leave this guy out. Door number 1.
Shane Beamer, that turd was a steamer in the middle of the field, son. You took a shit, how you gonna lose a game with a 27-point lead? Just to have to go, you only needed another field goal. Your team sucks, donkey balls, big old hairy donkey balls. You think people are tired of your shit, Shane? Walking like a dead man, walking like a dead man.
Guys, this guy presided over one of the worst failures in history. One of the biggest collapses of all time. I mean,
So,
he said,
yeah, I'm definitely torn on this. I did throw in at the end, and we don't have a Dead Man store this week, but I did go ahead and throw in at the end of the song, "Walking Like a Dead Man," because I really don't know though that the SC faithful are going to be ready to pull the trigger here because
No.
But you've got a guy that's coming damn close in these games like this. I mean, you fire him, you could end up in a situation where you're not even coming close.
with everybody they're firing all across the league, I mean, who's going to go to South Carolina? Who's going to be left after you're shifting 8 or 9 coaches around between the Blue Bloods?
Well, that's what my wife said. What my wife said, yeah, but they may get somebody that actually wins these games. Well, of course they could. But who the fuck is it? Because if you don't have that guy, you better leave it alone.
It's also not high up in terms of one of the prime jobs. So they'd have
No, it's not.
So if they fire Beamer and they get somebody else that wins these kind of games, it means they got lucky.
And it also means that they're going to be on everybody's radar to be out of Columbia, South Carolina in record time.
We'll send it on down the road.
Yeah,
But you know, what's that?
No, I just, Beamer. I put the equivalency of Pittsburgh. That loss was that one that if they would have won this one, you know what? It would have been the apple cart being turned over against A&M because they weren't supposed to win.
Well, that's true.
40 of us didn't pick them to win.
But
Well,
I cannot overstate this enough. What they have a 30-3 lead at halftime.
Yep,
27-3.
I mean,
30.
No, it was 30-3.
It was 30-3 then. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to do so little in the second half to seal this fucking victory, and they couldn't do nothing. Nothing.
Just amazing to me. And
I really hate to invest that time of watching this and saying, Jesus Christ, these guys are going to do this, and then have them just I don't know what the fuck they did in the second half, but I know what they did. Nothing.
I think if you simply stay aggressive, you almost guaranteed to hold the lead.
Stay aggressive. I mean, surely you're going to put together 10 points. 10 points would have fucking – and if they get that early in the second half, that's – who knows what happens.
Trick play, a return, anything.
I mean, A&M's defense rose up and held them to, 3 points?
Yeah, I mean, you can't take it away from A&M. I mean, they played their ass off in the second half, but South Carolina's got to do so little here to preserve this victory, and they just couldn't do nothing.
And they didn't, So Beamer definitely deserves this one,
Oh
yeah, I mean, seriously, you know what the odds were that A&M would come back and win this game? It was so low. I already knew what the odds were when you're that far behind. Even a shitty team is going to figure out probably how to put one scoring drive together in the second half. But
even if you have 2 5 or 6 minute drives that don't result in points, you're killing enough clock.
Exactly, but they didn't do anything.
No, they didn't.
So he deserves this door more than anybody has this year, I think.
And now he's got a bowl eligibility, guys. So that's what I've been trying to get in. So he don't just suck jockey balls because he had one of the all-time worst collapses in the history of football. It's also because now they're 3-7. They won't even make the also ran bowl.
Nope, not happening. And truthfully, had they won this game, it wouldn't even matter if they won a bowl because they would have had this to hang their hat on. But it's such a negative at this point.
Do they still have that? You went 5-7, but we're putting you in a bowl game because you got good grades.
I think so, yeah, but yeah,
I don't think they got good grades.
I guess it could happen.
If they don't have enough teams that are 6-6, so that happened during COVID. I know that happened then because there were so few teams in it, and
it happened more than COVID. I mean, they've just got too many fucking bowls. Is the problem? They got so many bowls that
that's a whole
they use up all the teams with winning records, and then what's left, and you've got a couple bowls left. You gotta put somebody in there, right?
Wow, I might watch 10 bowl games.
You all were here.
They got what, 30?
Is that Kentucky looked like they were going to go 2-10, and now are I think 5-5, and
ooh, you one more, you're bowl eligible.
Yeah, 4-5, and they can one more. I think they're 4-5. So if they win the last 2 games, including over Louisville, one of those is over Louisville, then they'd be bowl eligible. And unfortunately, save Stoops' job, who Doug rightly has on our intro.
So tell me, has Stupid saved his job? Has he?
Well, I mean, he beat Florida, and then what was the other game we won that we wasn't supposed to? Well, we destroyed Florida, right? That by itself, and then they won yesterday. We predicted the score of that game yesterday, 42-10. And if they beat Louisville, he probably will save his job. And here's why: they've got a young core of players. I don't think that nobody else wants them, and they are finally starting to play. We've got a young homegrown quarterback that's probably going to stay. Now they're actually letting him throw the football, which shocks me. And then he may decide to try that again next year. If he does that, they might want to keep him on and make the buyouts lower anyway. So if the team is young and they think it's going to be a good team next year, and they got faith in their young quarterback who seems to be pretty good, they make a bowl. I think he gets one more year, even if it's only less than the buyout.
Well, I will say this. I don't know. Did you say that Kentucky's at 5 wins?
They might be 4 or 5. Let me double check this. I don't want to lie, but because let's look. I think they're at 4 and 5, and they have 2 games left. But that can't be right. I think they might. Let's see. They might be 5 and 5. Let me see. UK football schedule 2025. Well, they give me Kansas. Them assholes. Can you believe I put in UK football and they gave me Kansas? At least they didn't give me soccer.
Silly bitches.
Okay, why does it keep on going KU? Let's see, that's one of the reasons that you're right about iPads, White, because UK football. There we go. Rest of 4 things to know, schedule, and we're 5 and 5 overall.
Okay, and they should have beat Texas.
Oh yeah, and they probably could have beat Ole Miss, but they made some key mistakes. So
you talk about something that would have fucking changed the whole landscape of the SEC, and that would have been Kentucky beating Ole Miss in week 2.
Oh yeah, but yeah. So if they make a bowl and they beat Louisville, I think they'll save his job, and they'll run him one more year because they finally decided to take the reins off the quarterback, and the defense is finally, the young defense is probably starting to play like a Kentucky defense. The line's starting to play like a line. If they can get a bunch of guys to stay, add a few more guys, he's probably back next year, and then his buyout will probably be less astronomical then.
How are you feeling about Kentucky at Vanderbilt, Bob?
So I think they're going to beat Vanderbilt.
Bruce, do you agree?
I love you, Bobby. But now, is Kentucky playing there?
Yes, playing at Nashville.
At Nashville.
That hasn't really mattered in the past though, because our fans travel real well. But with the excitement on Vanderbilt football, their fans have started to show up. See, used to when Kentucky played Vandy at Vandy, their fans didn't show up, but ours did.
Yep.
And, but now the stadium will probably be like 60-40 Vanderbilt. And I'll tell you why, Bruce, that I think Kentucky will beat Vanderbilt. Because when I said they started playing Kentucky defense and the Lions started playing, what's going to happen is Bobby was going to be running for his life from our core of young linebackers. He is literally going to be running
for his life. He can hurt you.
Oh, well, I don't think he's going to be running for his life ahead. He's going to be going backwards. He's going to be on his back, right?
Well, it could happen, I don't always like Kentucky to win. I
don't want to get predictions on this game,
and I'm not a Vanderbilt fan, but
this is sure to be in this week's game. So
yeah, it's going to be. I just Kentucky can win it.
Yep.
Vanderbilt has played better to Kentucky. Vanderbilt has played better to Kentucky until the last 3 games, and I think that I don't know. I just think they're going to grind Vanderbilt to powder as far as the line play goes, and that's going to be an interesting game. I can't wait to see it. But I think Stoops Kitchens game me if we lose to Vanderbilt as long as we beat Louisville. But UK's going to win one of those 2 games to be bowl eligible.
You're right. So Ed, don't make a prediction on this, but how do you feel about this Kentucky at Vanderbilt?
I expect a competitive game.
There you go.
That's all you think, isn't it?
No, I mean I do think it will be a relatively
you
game.
ain't gonna predict this game because you know it's gonna be on this week's games.
That's right.
Yep.
I'll say this. I believe the over and under will be like 29. There won't be a lot of points scored.
Yeah.
Excuse me, guys. I'm having
You're having a fit?
Now, did Louisville win this week or did they lose? I thought they lost.
They lost.
They lost last week.
They lost Clemson.
And
yes,
the Navy game was one that
it happened just like we said, Bruce.
You and I were the only ones that went with Navy, huh?
Yes, yeah. I didn't. I picked against Navy. So now, guys, I have to admit on the show that
you're an Army guy, right, Bob?
Oh yeah, that's why I picked against them.
That's exactly why, and that's why Sean picked. Why Sean picked against Navy as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so while he was making his pick, I was softly singing as the K songs go rolling along.
Go rolling along, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we opened the doors. We dealt with all the horrors. What else can we do, y'all?
Oh, we can't Finkel.
There you go.
Oh, Finkel
again.
Yeah, he's still our dead man walking.
For one more year.
Yeah, we haven't relaxed on that. I still think that he is gone at the end of the year. But if he's
not,
they
just giving more money to the program. They've slid him in and they want him for one more year.
God damn it!
I know it. I was hoping like all hell that he would get fired and didn't happen.
I mean, I'd hate to have to do this, but at some point, this is bound to happen, and we got these dead man doors and stuff. We may just not even recognize him as the head coach next year, Bob.
Yeah, I think that's a strategy that may work, and it may also, yeah.
It's a mystery. It's a mystery.
Exactly. When we talk about Wisconsin, we'll be like, "Who's the head coach?" And nobody will know.
He might have some redeeming photos on someone.
Exactly. Redeeming ones, though. He says the names has been changed to protect the guilty.
Urban was not smart enough. He did it in public where he couldn't have plausible denial.
Oh, that brings up a whole other angle here. So we got to go to this, and anybody's welcome to chime in. So Did he have so much hubris that he could just believe he could just do whatever the fuck he wanted?
Who?
Hubris. It's like when you are so. He was such a narcissist and he was so high on himself, and in his mind he was almost like a godlike figure because he wanted an
Oh, Urban Meyer?
Yeah, so therefore he could.
Hell yeah! I'm one of the untouchables.
Hell yeah!
All right. So tell everybody what they need to do, Bob, before I pull this ending screen up.
Well, first off, they need to buy some Smacking Off merchandise so they can support our stuff and be proud of it. And then they need to like, share, subscribe, join the various groups we're associated with, follow our page, Smacking Off the Podcast, X's and O's, the group Smacking Off the Podcast, on, and fuck your team.
And before we go, what do y'all think of this helicopter?
I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it's the only way to make this look cool. If I put them in a black helicopter, it just wouldn't have the same feel.
Yeah, Maurice has got to be above the fray. He can't be stuck in that shit. How can he do what he does if he's stuck in that shit? So it was an excellent fucking gig here, man.
I agree. See y'all Thursday.
Alrighty.
Take care, gang.
Night, everyone.
This segment is a Smacking Off the Podcast presentation.
Your team sucks, donkey bone. Your team sucks, donkey bone. You're probably getting fired before the season's end, and even lose your wife and your asshole friend.
Your Team Sucks Donkey Balls is a presentation of Smacking Off the Podcast. Stream in every week for another victim as we kick them while they are down.